Some talk said, should the Lions pay one or and keep the other? Should they pay both? People saying, well, you can't keep everybody. Man, Philadelphia find a way to get these guys and keep them for the most part. So you can't keep everybody. I never seen a fan base like the Lions, who you try to go spend a lot of money on somebody. Oh, that's just too much money. Or you try to go out there and they try to be aggressive, and they try to go out there and do, oh, that's too much draft capital. And I mean, you have decades of them flopping in the draft, and that's basically like, oh, we got these food stamps from '96 and it's 2025. They no good. A lot of them draft picks that they was drafting in the past, they was no good. They ain't gonna turn out to be a Myles Garrett or a Trey Hendrickson, and historically that shows you that. And if it is some of those guys that have turned out to be that, we don't usually draft them, or they don't develop, here like that. But like I continue to say, I keep both. I think Brian Branch is too, and he ain't up for a contract yet. I think he had a 4-year deal, so he entering year 3. And you got the tag years. I think his ability, his versatility, you just can't label him a safety. Corner, nickel, linebacker, safety. He can play linebacker. But basically, that's what he was playing as a nickel. When he was playing in the box, he was a linebacker. And the nickel, that's what their base defense was. He was a linebacker. His versatility to cover, stop the run, and, do zone coverage, so you're not just paying a safety. You're legitimately playing a hybrid. He's kind of like what we thought Isaiah Simmons might be. Remember, we was kind of saying, I was saying, like, I didn't trust Matt Patricia and them to draft Isaiah Simmons. And all he done is bounce around the league. So it gets very murky when you got a player that doesn't have a defined position coming into the league. That's where you get very murky, in my opinion, because they really never pan out. Whether it was Mark Barron, out of Alabama, how many guys we seen try to come play star position? And I'm happy for Jalen Petrie. He got his bag in Houston. D'Amico Ryans knew how to use him. D'Amico knew exactly how to use him. So I'm happy that he got an opportunity. He got a chance to, to show, like, So D'Amico knew, and the Lions obviously knew how to use Branch. He was a safety, but he star, linebacker, nickelback. So you're not just paying the safety. It's kind of like what barbers say. A lot of people say, the barbershop has become too expensive, right? And my thing, from a whole different perspective, I look at what it costs for women. I hate for y'all to have daughters. For the financial costs, as far as hair, nails, feet, all that, the upkeep of a female is crazy. We're complaining about what, $50 haircuts, man. Shit, women wish they could just spend $50 on maintenance, lashes, nails, whatever they get done, right? So it's the whole experience in my opinion. It's kind of like the experience of going to the barbershop. It's the experience of it. So yeah, you're gonna get some advice. You're gonna chop it up. You feel good, So the same thing with Branch and them. It's the experience that he's giving you the full experience. He giving you everything you want. So it's just not like you paying him just to be a safety. You paying for him for everything. He in the box like a linebacker, part of the front seven. He a part of the DB room. He part of the safety room. So you're getting everything in one. Now, Kerby Joesph, he brings a unique skill set ever since he got plugged in the starting lineup abruptly in his rookie year, which is safety is one of those, even though he didn't play a lot of football coming in, safety is one of those positions where you can transition fast. It's not a hard position. He take the ball away. He's a big hitter across the middle, and Branch is an intimidator in the box too. They got 2 safeties that come to crack. And the thing about Kerby Joesph, you can't put a price on when somebody take the ball away. His only weakness is that he's not that good at man coverage, and that's fine because guess what? Branch is great at man coverage. He's great at playing center field. He's great at playing single high. He's great playing his side of the field. He's great dropping in the box. He can make some plays in the box. He's great, you know, what you call it, robbing. Everywhere in the safety position, he's great. Deep center half, his half, or deep the center, deep center, his half in the box. Over the middle, he make hits in the box. He make hits. He get picks. You know what else you want? You know, he robbing. You know, whatever you want. He's the shit. And he takes the ball away. And sometimes I believe he scores a couple touchdowns in his career. Come on, you got two guys that work well together. It's a lot of versatility there. Branch can play the deep half of the field. Kerby can play the box. The only real difference there is Branch is a better in man coverage. That's it. But Joesph take the ball away. Can't, and then, you know, people say, well, you do that something. No, he's been doing that since he got inserted into the starting lineup. So, me personally, I pay both of them. Like I said, it's just a no-brainer to me. I know people say, what about Jack Cam? We got 3 years left. A lot can happen in 3 years, you know. And you going to probably pay him too because you can't find inside linebackers growing on trees. You know, that's a tough position. So when you start kind of talking about who you going to pay Gibbs as long as he's healthy. But then you start kind of talking about it, guess what? You're probably going to draft the offensive tackle to take over for Taylor Decker by a lot of that time. He's probably going to be gone. Going to get younger and cheaper at both guard positions in a minute. So you got to think about that as well, too. You already paid Panisse well. Tight end, hey, you may or may not keep Sam Laporta. Does it really matter? Laporta is cool, but you always can find tight ends. You know, so when you start to look at it, probably in a couple of seasons, they probably find another young back to replace David Montgomery. That's just the nature of the beast. By that time, Goff might be up for another contract. They might go with a younger, cheaper quarterback, and there go the cap. It's y'all trying to project too far. You know, DJ Reader might be gone by then. He's an older guy. He might be gone by June 1st. You know, so, you know, who knows? Tyrion might just be a solid corner. For you know, you might get him at a good price. You might get Rackstraw. You know, you just never know. This money going to keep going up. You know, you can't keep everybody. But for the most part, you're going to keep key pieces. And if they do develop a young quarterback and they say, okay, we're going to go to young quarterback, get Goff out of here, your cap gonna go, you're gonna have so much cap room. So like I said, in about 3 years, man, this team could look a lot different. About 2 years, this team could look a lot different. You got the tag and the safety really ain't shit right now. They don't make a bunch of money. So yeah, you keep them both together. But I like how y'all penny pinch. First it was the Lions cheap. Now you penny pinching, you know, money and penny pinching draft capital. It's funny to me, but hey, check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And the subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App, $, CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Peace.